Chair lays out Senate Bill 1099. The chair sends up the committee substitute for Senate Bill 1099. Is there an objection to adopting the committee substitute for SB 1099? Hearing none, it's so ordered. I recognize Senator Flores now to explain his good bill.
So thank you, Mr. Chairman, members. So members, the crisis at the border has caused increases in crime throughout the state, and citizens and non-citizens often face the same punishment for equal crimes. Senate Bill 1099 addresses the issue of criminal offenses committed by illegal or unauthorized aliens by increasing the penalties for such offenses. Specifically, the bill amends existing laws to ensure that if a defendant is found to be an illegal or unauthorized alien at the time of committing a felony offense, the punishment is elevated to the next highest category of offense. And I have a committee substitute to make it clear that this bill is only to be applicable to unauthorized aliens who are illegally present at the time of their offense. Senate Bill 1099 amends Chapter 42 of the Code of Criminal Procedure by adding Article 42.01992. This new article establishes a requirement for the judge to make an affirmative finding of fact if it is determined beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was an illegal alien at the time of the offense. This finding must be entered into judgment of the case. The bill amends the Penal Code by adding Section 12.503. This new section specifies that an affirmative finding under Article 42.01992 is made at the trial of a felony. Now, what we're targeting here is the felonies that are 3G offenses. That's murder, that's kidnapping, that's trafficking, that's sexual offenses, aggravated robbery, other than a capital felony, since that's the maximum crime, that the punishment for the offense is increased to the punishment prescribed to the next highest category of an offense. If the offense is punishable as a felony of the first degree, the minimum term of imprisonment is increased to 15 years unless another provision of law provides for a longer minimum term. The legislative change is intended to act as a deterrent and to ensure that the legal consequences for illegal aliens committing crimes are more severe, reflecting the state's stance on maintaining public safety and legal order. Senate Bill 1099 will protect all Texans and ensure they are not receiving unbalanced justice. So the intent here is going after the 3G offenses. So they're here under the premise of illegality in the first place, and this is a land of opportunity, but we're targeting the people that take our state and our citizens as an opportunity to prey upon and commit 3G offenses, which is happening in increasing ways throughout our state. So they're here illegal. We're not talking about someone who's being stopped for a traffic offense, Senator Hinojosa or Senator Hagenbuch, someone for a minor. We're talking about 3G offenses that are really affecting our communities. They come here to prey upon us, these individuals that we're targeting in this bill. And so if they want to stay here a little longer, we've got a TDCJ, which they get to stay a little longer. But the main thing is we want to provide a deterrent that the premise of being here illegal and acting and doing heinous acts upon our citizens with the impunity in their mind is being addressed. That's the intent of this bill. And for any questions.